ketchup or mustard, 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 ketchup or mustard,
Hello. Hello.
ketchup or mustard,
Leave a comment.
ketchup, or mustard.
Leave a comment. Good morning, people. I see you. Reverse IP address. Ooh. Ooh.
Ketchup, or mustard.
And that's why I'm doing it.
Ketchup, or mustard. Ketchup, or mustard. ketchup or mustard, ketchup or mustard, ketchup or mustard,
That's the whole reason. The whole reason. I appreciate you coming in here.
ketchup or mustard, ketchup or mustard, ketchup or mustard, ketchup, ketchup or mustard, 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 ketchup or mustard,
Coffee, coffee, coffee. My coffee in the morning. Yeah.
ketchup or mustard,
Buongiorno.
ketchup or mustard,
A drunk man walks into a bar, goes to the corner and sits down. And this lady on the other side raises her arms and tells everybody, now, she has hairy arms. But she tells everybody, raising her hand, she says, "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" She takes her other arm, raises it up high. "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" And the drunk guy at the end of the bar says, "Buy the ballerina a drink." So the bartender goes down there and grabs her drink and gives it to her. About 3 minutes later, the lady with the hairy arms raises her arm again. She goes, "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" And the other arm goes up, and they're hairy, man, they're hairy. And she says, "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" And the bartender looks down there, and the drunk guy says, "Buy the ballerina a drink." And then he gives her the drink, and then the bartender goes to give him his tab. He says, "Well, I understand why you're buying her drink, but why you keep calling her a ballerina?" And the drunk man says, "Well, anybody can hold their legs up that high and ask for a drink is a ballerina." Do-do-do. Hey, what you looking at? What's the matter? You never seen a Van Gogh before? Hey, hey, where'd you go? Yeah, don't come back. Uh, uh, staying alive, staying alive. Uh, 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 uh. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have made you. I got one prisoner of war. What's up, soldier? What's the matter? You never seen a Van Gogh before? Once I was climbing the garden wall. Ooh, man, I had a terrible fall. Fell so hard I heard bells ring. Won't you play with my ding-a-ling-a-ling? Hey, two whales. Are you listening? Two whales are underwater and they see a boat, a ship above the water. And one whale says to the other whale, hey, let's go up there and tip that ship over. And one whale says, okay, let's go. So the one whale goes up to the other whale and they both swim up and they blow their spouts really hard. And it turns over the ship. And the crew on the ship drown and they're falling to the bottom of the ocean. And the one whale says to the other whale, he says, hey, let's go down there and eat them. The other whale says, I don't know. I don't mind the occasional blowjob, but there ain't no way I'm going to swallow the semen.
Ketchup or mustard?
There's a zoo in Lower Alabama, and they had a female gorilla. And the female gorilla, she was like wanting some companionship. And the zoo from Lower Alabama decided to call around and see if they could find a male gorilla. Well, they called around and couldn't find one. So they asked this guy that was a janitor. He says, "Hey," they said, "Hey, would you have sex with this gorilla?" And he looked around. And he says, "On 3 conditions. How much do I get paid?" Ah, I did that one wrong. Dang it. Yeah, I'm perfecting my jokes.
Ketchup or mustard?
What's a Democrat and a lawnmower mix called? Anybody? Anybody? I'll say that one. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here in Granada. Hey, why did Miss Piggy have a hard time counting to 100? Because at 69, she had a frog in her throat. My name is Diablo. What is yours? I am the ketchup mustard devil. Hey, hey, don't bite me, just wake up. Hey. Troll kid. Coffee. Got to have my coffee in the morning. It's you. I know it's you. You keep coming back, leaving, coming back, leaving. I know. I know who you are. Oh, man. Yeah, there you are again. Boo. Bye-bye now. Fade out, fade in. Fade out, fade in. Fade out, fade in. Secrets, toy surprise box. Watch, every time someone comes back, I'll start talking shit. What? See, same two. That's the same person. In, out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Same people. What's the matter? You don't go to Sunday school? You don't go to church? Yeah, it gets them every time. You know what I haven't seen on here yet? I'm surprised the Jehovah Witness ain't in these chats. Wouldn't that be funny? Hey, I'd like to talk to you about God. Like, no! I don't believe the Jehovah Witness. As Michael Jackson. I'd like to talk to you about God. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 people in my chat. Oh, there it went. You have reached the Van Gogh hour. I don't mind, I don't care. You can lick my underwear. That's what somebody told me yesterday. Oh, here we go again. Hello, soldier. What's the matter? You never seen a Van Gogh picture before? Seacrest Town? Called that one. The plutonium modulator. We have critical mass with the plutonium modulator.
plutonium modulator is out of adjustment.
Yep. I figured out how to solve the Middle East war. Instead of Israel pounding on the Palestinians, they just need to go to the Strait of Hormuz. Is that how you say it? Yep. Strait of Hormuz. And then just every time Palestinians launch a rocket, they launch a rocket at Iranian oil boat tankers. That would stop it up real quick. Less loss of life, if you think about it. The Iranians wouldn't know how to react to that. Ain't that right, Aperture Science? Just think about it. If Israel would just bomb the tankers that that brings the oil out of Iran, instead of bombing the Palestinians, this would be over in a matter of days. You got to get strategic. That's right, people. You got to get strategic. So,
Ketchup or mustard?
that's where we're at. Ketchup or mustard. Right? I don't worry me. I don't worry myself. 'Cause I live free. I'm not no person on a shelf. I'm telling you, man. You bomb those tankers, take up a couple of F-16s, F-35s, bomb them tankers, and put those all-bearing Iranians in their place. Now, Ukraine and Russia. How do you fix that one? Well, you tell Germany and the NATO's to kiss your ass, and you sit back and not give them no munitions, no thuds, no rockets, no stingers. And then you tell Putin, hey, we're gonna mess up your railway all the way back to Europe. We're gonna mess up your pipeline all the way back to Europe, and see how much fighting goes on after that. See, I just solved 2 wars with minimum casualties. You send a direct message. But who am I? I'm just...
Ketchup or mustard?
That's right. Ketchup or mustard. I'm here in the house. I think we could get Trump to straighten out a lot of this mess for at least for a while. At least for 4 years. That'd give us time to get our shit together before the shit hits the fan. You know, I think we need to make a deal with Argentina. I think we need to make a deal with Brazil. And I think we need to let Britain make a run through Venezuela via Falkland Islands. Straighten out that whole South America thing, and then tell the rest of the world, stay out of our affairs in our hemisphere. Hey, what? Oh yeah, that's already been done. It's called the Monroe Doctrine. Oh, imagine that. Don't interfere with the powers to be. I think Putin would buy off on not having to thin out his military. Tell him, man, just tell him, we're gonna bomb all your railways. That's rail is the key word here. And you tell Iran, we're gonna bomb all your tankers. Tanker is the real word. Tanker. That's a big ship that hauls oil. Now, Africa, we leave them alone. We let Africa build their own. Stop with all this different dictators. 10 years, another dictator. We fight them. 10 years, another dictator. We fight them. We're tired of that shit. Just leave them alone. Let them fight themselves. Let them fight China. China's the one that trying to scrape the bottom of the earth of Africa. And you got the Arabs wanting the rest of it. The Arabs want Europe. We can let them have that. At least every part except Britain. My fear is there's going to come a dude that's going to come out of all these wars. He's going to be the leader of NATO, and he's going to wear that blue turban, that NATO turban, and he's going to march to Israel. And we're going to stay out of it, but we can't. It says in the Bible that we won't be a part of it. That means something's going to happen here. And when it does, all hell's going to break loose. Because we're the scorekeepers. Put March 13, 2026 on your calendar. That's when World War III is going to start. So, I ain't saying it's going to be no big shebang. But some prophets spoke about it. When Mars and Mercury is in the house of Aquarius in conjunction. Only happens every 2 to 4 years. The next time will be 2026. Hey, Aperture Science. Goodbye, Aperture Science. You no longer welcome.
ketchup or mustard,
That's where we're at in the world. You gotta choose. You got to choose.
ketchup or mustard,
Yep. Oh, mustard, Corbin Dallas. How you doing, man? What made you decide to roll in here? I've been kicking people out today. You waiting on the Cowboys to play? 10:32. Just chilling, talking to the dogs out of YouTube, see what's happening. Oh, ain't nothing happening. Ain't never nothing happening, man. Yeah, I remember when YouTube used to have cool shit on here, like people hitting other people with shovels. You know, shit you could laugh at. Two turtles having sex. Funny stuff, you know. Dogs pissing on people in the park. Why are you kicking people out? Well, because they don't have no content in their I, they subscribe, and I look at there's, you know, I go back and try to subscribe to them to pass it on, and I look at them, they don't have no content. So that leads me to believe that they ain't who they say they are. You know, they're not on YouTube. They're just trolls. I don't like trolls. I kicked like about 5 people out. Went through my list. Hey, by the way, I ain't checked you. I saw you left. What? I saw you left on the Georgia-Texas game the other night. Oh, with the stick of cock in your mouth. Uh, well, why not? You know, it's. I mean, you talk normal though. I mean, a couple of those ones were like, they had no. They had like they were like AI or something, you know. Just saved the videos. Yeah. You saved my videos? Oh, I hope not. Man, a couple of them people that were in my chat that I kicked out said they were going to turn me in, that I was never going to be able to monetize anything. Well, I wasn't planning on monetizing anyway. I just on here to be funny. I'm on here for my own satire. No music and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But I used to work for the government, so it might be some of the people that didn't like me that I worked for messing with me. There's ways of finding out who it is. got some people in the tech world. I call up my friends. They call up their fans. But it's just been kind of weird. Ever since I started the ants, it started. Ever since I got over 1,000 subscribers, it started. Yeah, I don't really care if they made sense. I wouldn't even bother them. But they talking riddles. I don't like when you talking riddles, man. That leads me to believe that you either think I'm a real, if you're a real person, you think I'm stupider than you, or you're an AI or a bot or a troll that's trying to do bad things. I've lost a lot of people. You know, I used to have like thousands of people in my chat, and now it's like I barely can get 5 because I think I've been going through my analytics and I've been getting bad reviews. And it wasn't even the ones where I insulted people. You know, everybody likes the frog when they insult people. It's just fun. I give the disclaimer at the very beginning. Don't laugh out loud. Don't talk in riddles. I ain't no bad. Yeah, right. I don't ever put my face on here because I still have a security clearance and I gotta wait until I'm completely out. I thought it was 7 years, but it's a little over 7 years, so I gotta wait. I can't even go on TikTok and have a channel on there. So, I mean, I still have a consulting thing with 4 other guys. We find parts for airplanes. Kind of a hustle. I had to sign a non-disclosure letter before I left the government, and there's so many years, man. Got somebody else in here listening. I'm not paranoid, don't get me wrong. It may sound like it, but I'm really not, because I don't share anything on here that I do. I just like to be funny. Had to be serious all my life. I told this joke earlier. You want me to tell you a joke? I solved two wars. I solved them in a matter of minutes. I think that's what Trump's going to do too. Yeah, right? Well, this is a drunk man in the bar. So, yeah. All right. There was this drunk man walks into the bar and he goes to the corner and he looks around, and about that time this lady with hairy arms holds up arm and says, "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink? Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" And the bartender said, "Dang, she's got some hairy arms. I ain't buying her nothing." And he looks around, the bartender looks around, the drunk guy in the corner, he says, "Buy the ballerina a drink." And so some time goes by and the lady raises her hairy arm again. "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" And then she raises her other hairy arm. "Who would like to buy this fine lady a drink?" And the bartender looks down there at the drunk guy and he goes, "Buy the ballerina a drink." And then the bartender gives her another drink, and time goes on, and everybody starts kind of clearing out the bar, and he goes down there and, "Hey, sir," he goes, "I understand you buying her a drink, but why you kept calling her a ballerina?" He goes, "Well, anybody can hold their legs up that high is bound to be a ballerina." Yeah, wasn't that funny? I heard that one on Sirius XM driving. Nah, it wasn't that funny, but I liked it.
Do you want to send it? Okay, canceled.
But anyway, yeah, I solved 2 wars. You know, Israel having problems with the Houthis with Palestine, right? So they just pack up all their shit, come back over, and just get in their own little area, the Israel. And then every time one of the missile launches, because they have the capabilities of knocking the missile out, but every time they launch one of the missiles at Israel, you take your F-16s or F-35s and go down there and find an Iranian oil tanker and just knock the oil tanker out. Boom. And then you knock another one out. Boom. And then you knock another one out. Boom. That's 3 tankers to 1 missile. So that's probably about an equal ratio of how much it took them the cost of taking the missile out, Israel taking the missile out, and how much it would cost for Iran to give them another one. So you keep doing that until they run out of tankers. And when they run out of tankers, I guarantee you they're going to start backing up. Yep, hit them in the wallet. Now, Ukraine and Russia. Well, you tell Europe, except for Great Britain, you tell Europe to back off, and you tell Putin to back off. And you tell Britain that we won't be in NATO no more. We won't be giving you no more money, billions of dollars. We just stay out. And y'all can defend your own damn selves. And then we tell Russia, if you invade, we're going to knock out every railroad track, every oil tanker that's on Europe's side. So, and we'll provide them with the oil from us. And we'll start drilling and fracking, frack. Solves that problem too. And we make money in the course of things. And that takes care of both wars. Now, Kim Jong, we just slap him around just like Trump did last time. Hey, we're your friend, but we'll nuke your ass in a second and leave Japan alone. They want Japan, man. I'm telling you, North Korea wants to go to Japan and make them slaves. China wants Australia for the resources. The Arabs want Africa and Europe for the land and the resources, and we want South America. I say just divvy it all up and let's just get on with ourselves. You know? But no, gotta mess with Israel. Israel gonna build a temple and then Jesus coming back and everything's fine anyway, but I'd rather not go that route yet. That's my
Ketchup or mustard?
That's it. My ketchup or mustard. Yeah, man, old Texas. Let's get back to America. Man, Vandy came back on Texas yesterday. I thought they were going to almost beat them, man. They look. I never thought I would say this. I always thought the Commodores was just a tune-up game for every team, but not anymore. I mean, Texas looked like shit playing them though. Well, Vandy put the pressure on that quarterback. They learned from Georgia. But, you know, Whiskey Indian November. A win's a win. Ole Miss beat OU. OU could have had them too. And they got snuffed out in the fourth quarter. Georgia didn't play this weekend. We played the Gators in Jacksonville, Florida, next Saturday. Can't wait for that one. Didn't have time to watch yesterday. What, are you working? On a Saturday? That's blasphemy. You can't go to work on a Saturday on college football. That's un-American. I mean, damn.
Ketchup or mustard?
Yeah, that's where we are. It's always been that way. Gotta pick. Seems like we always picking sides. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you live in North Texas, you need a tree line, that's for sure. And I open my back gate and the wind comes from the south into where my swimming pool's at. And I get a bunch of tumbleweed. Now I need to plant me some of them, what are they called? Italian cypress, but they said not. There's another one that looks like Italian cypress, but it's a lot stronger. And that's what I need to plant back there to guard that wind a little bit. How big's the ranch? A couple of 100 acres. Yeah, it always does this time of year, man. You know, it's kind of like the Santa Ana winds in California. You know winter's coming when the wind starts coming in. I don't know about y'all down there in Dallas, man, but we here had a lot of cool weather. Man, it gets cold at night. It's almost like California. It gets hot as hell in the day. last week in October and it's 90 degrees. You know what my conspiracy theory is on that? That somehow they add time somewhere and it has shifted the months off, where the months aren't the same as the seasons. And so it makes it look like there's global warming because we should still be in like the end of August, September right now instead of October. So when we get to January, it should be like December, because back in December it used to get cold. Now it don't get cold until January and February. So, yeah, that's my
Ketchup or mustard?
conspiracy. I don't know. And usually I'm cooking a roast and carrots and potatoes right now, but we fixed to go on vacation, so we decided not to buy any. All right, man. We'll see you later.